Welcome to episode 7 of Spear Born of Fire. In this episode, I will finish forging, grinding, and heat treating the spear, culminating in a polish that reveals the beautiful pattern. After etching the spearhead in ferric chloride in the last episode, I noticed that the pattern was a little bit distorted, and I'm now forging the bevels a little bit more to correct the overall appearance. Forging with water on the anvil helps with reducing scale, since when the water gets trapped underneath the hot metal, it evaporates and blows the scale off. As before, if you like these videos and want to see more, please share them on your social networks, wide and far. Thank you. As you may notice, I am making only very slight corrections and frequently check the shape of the spear. Another area that requires final corrections is the socket. If you look closely, you will also notice that it did not completely weld at the very end of it. That's unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point. Finally, all forging has been completed. The next step is to remove scale with a wire brush, and then it's off to the grinder. The slack portion of the belt makes grinding round sections a little bit easier. The socket material is not very thick, so I also need to be careful to not remove too much material. However, it is pretty exciting that the spearhead has progressed to this stage. Now, the one step where I might still be able to really screw everything up is during heat treating. You may notice that I'm grinding the blade on the platen. I need to be careful to not remove too much thickness from the spine, and probably would be better off grinding a concave profile on a big grinding wheel. Whenever I heat treat, I'm trying to remove any vertical grinder marks, since they might lead to cracks when quenching. Another moment of truth has arrived. I have prepared my quench tank of high-speed quenching oil and will normalize the spear once before quenching it. Look closely and watch the recalescence. Did you notice the visible rise in temperature when the crystal structure changed? If not, watch again, it's pretty cool. Without further ado, let's quench and harden the spear. After heat treating, the pattern including the wolf teeth are clearly visible. This is a great reward for all the work done so far. Now it's time to create the final profile on the grinder. I will do this with progressively finer belts. If you have followed me on my journey to create the spear, I hope the wait has been worth it. There is still a fair bit of work left, such as creating a shaft and fitting the shaft to the spearhead, and you will see all of that in the next video. Since the spearhead has been hardened, I need to frequently cool it down to maintain the temper. I find a slowly rocking motion of my whole body the easiest way to maintain an even grind. When you look closely at the profile of the spear, you will notice that there are both concave and convex sections. How to really get that perfect is something I need to get much better at. Alright, everything looks pretty good so far. Before I can place the spear in ferric chloride to bring out all the patterns, I need to clean it and remove any oils that might interfere with etching. I usually leave my blades in the ferric chloride solution for about 10 minutes, but let's just skip that wait. What follows is my usual routine after etching. It involves some metal polish and also some iron oxides. This is what works mostly fine for me, but that very much depends on the materials. For this spear, I was using wrought iron from a different source, and it does not stand out as much against the high carbon steel as I would have liked. The metal polish helps with removing oxides left over from the ferric chloride treatment. Alright, here's the polished pattern. In the next and final episode, I will add the shaft to the spear and complete it. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and spread the word. See you next time.